Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. So Sten is just a bit of a dick. Honestly, he's a dickhead. So I'm going to put Leliana in instead.
As you say.
When you approach the dresser, something moves inside. You hear a short, surprised intake of breath, and then silence. Let's just open it.
Ah! What are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
What were you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Tell me, I don't like secrets.
All right. I'll tell. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Why, was he taken by a dragon? Yeah, you had the right idea. You are indeed brave.
Thank you, miss. But the sword is too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Where is the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
What? But I could use that sword to help the village.
But I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did.
Oh, I could always just go rob it from him, couldn't I, in the Chantry? Perhaps I could help you and your sister in return.
You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be all right, even if Mother is dead.
Huh, that's interesting. I mean, that's just a straightforward trade, isn't it? I'm just buying the sword off him. I mean, that is fair enough. Pretty straightforward, honest dealing. I'll talk to your sister about it.
Oh, all right. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
That kid is a terrible merchant. He should have got the bloody money first. What an idiot. Ha. Idiot. The green blade. Well, it's a lot better than a darkspawn staff, but it probably would be. You can enchant it. That looks pretty good, the green blade. What's Alistair got at the moment? I'm not sure you got much equipment at all, have you? No. Don't really know about your skills and stuff yet. Alistair likes me, right? Alistair. That is quite significantly better, isn't it? Where's his damage output? Damage output 25.6. 27.4. Well, that worked out okay. I'm not really in the mood to do a lot of equipment, but I could probably give you some equipment. So currently you do 4.4. So currently you're on 16.3, that gives you 17.8. Now what happens if you equip something in your offhand? So it goes to 22.9, doesn't it? Does it lower anything else? Doesn't lower your armour? No, it doesn't look like it. What does that do? You can't equip that in your offhand, okay. Oh, I see, because you got studded leather. So, what have you got at the moment? +1 cunning, +1 10 mental resistance. Right, that'll do. At least you got some equipment now. You're already a shapeshifter, so I can't deal with that. You can become a bear. And that's obviously your speciality. Cone of Cold sounds good. That's an area attack, isn't it? It sounds like Cone of Cold. Well, your Glyph of Paralysis is quite good. Rather than getting these up, I'm going to go for some area of attacks, I think. Oh, it's abandoned.
It shall be done.
Tattered shopping list. Sugar, wheat, flour, fillet knife, ginger for grandpa's flatulence, ink, cod liver oil, dried mushrooms, rouge or lesion. Also remember to ask if more beeswax will be available soon. Sounds just like flavour text. Ah, lamp oil, I can use that to burn things.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Oh, you actually can. That's good.
It is begun.
The door is locked, and it looks as if it's been recently repaired. Hello? Knock on the door. There is no response. Let's pick the lock on the door then. You failed to pick the lock. It is now hopelessly jammed. Break open the lock.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I apologise, I don't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Whoa, that was easy. What are you three doing shut up in here?
Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there.
Why do you go help them then? You should be out there helping defend the village.
Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue?
Right now. Well, Murdoch says he needs you in the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Look, your chances are better out there than in here. You must see that.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind somehow?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
Oh God, no. I'll put in a good word for you with Bantegan or the Owl.
And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead, and I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
I'm not sucking him off. In fact, no one's sucking off anyone. You go and I don't cut off your head. How about that?
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go, if you want me out there so badly.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be very loyal to our cause. Oh, maybe the village actually isn't that big, but there is a tavern somewhere. I heard about a tavern. Where's the
There are
bloody
many
tavern?
great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. And there's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a star-struck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time. And you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And star-struck maids, apparently.
All good points. Is this a tavern? No. Oh, I thought it was a doorway. No, there isn't a doorway. Can't get to that building. Oh, it's just a dead end then. That's where I've been, right?
Stop fidgeting.
Ah, this looks more tavern-y.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travellers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
Where my timing couldn't be any worse. What do you mean by that, though?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Jarl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Who are you, anyway?
Name's Lloyd. We don't get many elves out here. You're a runaway from the city.
What if I am? Are you going to do something about it?
Eh? No, just asking. Doesn't bother me if you're running from something. Something else I can get for you?
Can you answer me a few questions first?
Fine. Make them quick.
Why are you still open?
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale.
Yeah, good point. What do you know about what's happening here?
Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come.
What do you know about that elf in the corner?
Not much. Says his name's Berwick. Arrived here more than a week back. Waiting for his brother, he says. I've never seen him before, but he paid good for his room. Quiet sort.
Should you be out helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Should I make him join the militia? Let's not bully him until I've finished buying stuff. Be a coward if you want.
Well, yes. I suppose that is what I want.
Okay, let's do some shopping first. Do you know what No, you already know that.
Something else I can get for you? Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Alright, do I need to... Yeah, some of this is just rubbish, isn't it? I seem to have outgrown that. I can't remember when I got that. That's very nice. I mean, that sounds really good. It'd probably even be good for me if I was the person that could equip it. The War Mage, whatever it's called. Oh, I should have equipped that. I could sell some of this rubbish. Oh, I can give some of it away as well. Alright, do you have anything that I want? No, you don't really. That's pretty cheap. No backpacks. Well, let's bully him into... Let's finish the tavern and then I'll bully him into joining the army.
Not looking for company.
Shouldn't he be with the militia?
Why? I don't live here.
Then what are you doing here?
Just waiting until I can leave again.
Oh, it's unusual to see a fellow elf here.
We have nothing in common. You're Dalish.
Ooh. You're one of those little wussy bend over and take it from the human city elves, are you?
I'm not here to talk.
There's something about this man's demeanor. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you do, don't you? I know spy when I see one.
Look, just because you're an elf doesn't mean we should be friends. I was just told to... just leave me alone.
He's a spy. What were you told to do?
Nothing! Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
I never told you I was a Grey Warden.
I just, overheard it, that's all. If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the Chantry before the sun goes down.
No, bullshit. Answer my questions or else.
All right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are you reporting to?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Howe. Arl Rendon Howe. He's an important man, Terran Loghain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
You're working for Terran Loghain's right hand, eh? What are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
You know how this happened then, tell me. Tell me now.
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
How do I know that's the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
The king's dead. I do believe you.
No!
No! I'm not dying here!
Right, okay. Yeah, Alistair, get in. And Leliana, you need to get in. I'll run back a little bit. You're already back. Do you have vulnerability hex? Yes, you do.
I'm ready.
Right, I don't know if that works or not, but let's go for some freezing.
He's done.
No one disapproves. Good,
It is begun.
because that's what happens if you disapprove.
It shall be done.
Graffiti in Redcliffe's Tavern. Don't eat the cheese. Scratched into the bar of Redcliffe's Tavern. Beric's letter. Beric, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliffe. Stay in the village and keep your head down and watch the castle. Report any changes and you'll be well paid. A letter in Beric's possession. It doesn't say who from. I believe it probably was Al Howe, who turns out to be the right-hand man of, I'll get out of the way. Return Logain.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
How's business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
Oh. You don't care for Lloyd, I take it?
he gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
Why don't you just leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
You could leave. No, I'm not giving her any money. I'll kill Lloyd, though. You could leave if you had some help. I'm not going to help you.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
What? I'm not giving her money, am I? Look, I'm just a life coach.
That's very kind of you. I don't know what to say.
I should go.
Keep safe.
Oh, good. I didn't give her any money. Good.
I hear they got everyone in the castle. And now everyone who died here, too. They're all monsters now.
Oi, Lloyd, go join the army.
Hey, what can Lloyd get you?
Join the army.
Fine. Make them quick.
Join the army!
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale.
Join the army!
Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual. After a few... When the first attack hit, I locked myself in...
Join
Something
the
else I can get for
army!
you? Names... We don't get many elves out here. You're a runaway from the city. Hey, something else I can get for you?
No.
Fine. Make them quick.
No.
Right then.
Nope, can't bully him. I should have done it the first time. I got greedy. Turns out his stock was rubbish anyway. Well, I didn't do a very good job on that, did I? Colonel Garrison?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Oh, I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
As you say.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
What do you need?
I went to go out the door. Now I feel like we probably have finished the town. It wasn't as big as I thought it was.
I'm wondering, Morgan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
There's loads of them.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Bantegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me Trini, if you would.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store to burn things?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Quite a lot. It'll set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
It would only be subconscious. It's not an actual real thing. But, you know, there is no maker. Is there anything else you need that actually exists?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I got some questions then.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Tell me your take on what happened here.
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough.
Tell me about the quest for the sacred urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Do you know what the Jarl was sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Did the Alistair genuinely believe anyone could find the urn?
The Earl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
I haven't been pronouncing it like that, even when I pronounced it right. Have the knights left the castle defenceless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Can anyone go grab those knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
Want to discuss something else?
As you wish.
What's your status?
We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. Ask me whatever you wish.
Yeah, you mentioned something about that urn earlier.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The urn of sacred ashes is... We knights volunteered to seek it out. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
No word from the castle?
No, it shall be done.
It's still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
I think there's another landmark tree here. Oh, maybe it's that tree there. I think we might need the dog for the trees.
Blood and damnation.
As you say.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I have to do something later. Still, I can equip it, I hope. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's done.
Indeed.
Ah, it's sort of like coming home again, but with more undead.
It shall be done.
Oh, this is not the world's most interesting room.
It shall be done.
Love letter. Perhaps this is more flavour text then. A collection of embarrassing personal communications between the spoilt wealthy and their objects of obsession. You are filthy, a beast. Such depravity I have never been forced to suffer. How words are so laden when they leave your lips is beyond decent imagining. Madam, I love you. Sir Orgold.
Greetings, miss. No monster sight.
Oops. Ah, dead end. Yeah, there we go, back to the beginning. Here's Thomas.
I can't believe how relieved I was to hear you're helping us. Maybe we do have a chance to.
These humans don't know the hilt of a sword from the pointy end. This ought to be interesting.
I don't know why, the thugs look a bit more fably than anyone we've met so
The
far.
repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I'd like to talk about Dwyn.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
I'm just going to clear my journal and then I'll be back.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
No, I'm not going to do that. Oh yeah, I better go get that sword. Well, I've got the sword. I'm probably not going to give her any money, I'll be honest.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
How about that sword that was in your home?
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Look, how about I just pay you for it?
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
I don't, Well, let me pay you something. Here's 15 silver.
Thank you, miss. Use it well. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone... Well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
What? Come, you I give her 15 silver. I wasn't going to give her anything. Come on, Nelliana. I don't know what the sword was worth, and nor do you. You have no more knowledge of how much that sword was worth than I do. Maybe I could pickpocket Mother Hannah. That'd be fun. I'm not going to get a fucking blessing, though.
I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news.
Yeah, let's do it. Except that's not with you.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Apparently.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Let's do it.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
Nope, I'm done.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
Light the traps! Burn these foul creatures!
Demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker, angry at their creator for turning from them, and jealous of those creations he considered superior. They stare across the veil at the living, and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life, they pull the living across the veil when they sleep, and they prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brahm's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has been held since the Tower Age. According to Brahm, the weakest and the most common of demons are those of rage. They are the least intelligent and most prone to violent outbursts against anything living. They expend their energies quickly, the most powerful of them exhibiting great strength and occasionally the ability to generate fire. Next are the demons of hunger. In a living host they become cannibals and vampires, and within the dead they feed upon the living. Theirs are the powers of draining, both of life force and of mana. Next are the demons of sloth, the first on Brahm's scale that are capable of true intelligence. In its true form, this demon is known as a shade, a thing which is nearly indistinct and invisible, for such is sloth's nature. It hides and stalks unaware, and when confronted, it sows fatigue and apathy. Demons of desire are among the most powerful, and are the ones most likely to seek out the living and actively trick them into a deal. These demons will exploit anything that can be coveted, wealth, power, lust, and they will always end up getting far more than they give. The Desire Demon's province is that of illusions and mind control. Strongest of all demons are those of pride. These are the most feared creatures to loose upon the world. Masters of magic and in possession of vast intellect, they are true schemers. It is they who seek most strongly to possess mages, and will bring other demons across the Vale in numbers to achieve their own ends, although what that might be has never been discovered. A greater pride demon, brought across the Vale, would threaten the entire world. From the Maker's First Children, by Beda, Senior Enchanter of Ostwick, 812 Blessed.